Hey everybody, welcome back to Penny Prepper. Today's video, we're going to be talking a little bit about morale and motivation. So stay tuned. So like I said, we're going to be talking about morale and motivation. I'm actually currently laying down because my knees are absolutely killing me. The reason for that is I've been going for daily runs. I'm not exactly the smallest stature, so all that jostling and running really takes a toll on my joints. So something that somebody brought up to me the other day, they told me to start watching some motivational videos. One of the things I started watching was a guy called David Goggins. So David Goggins, basically, when he was younger, he was overweight, reached about 300 pounds, and essentially he dropped 100 pounds, 100 pounds in 90 days. Now, I'm not saying that that is the healthiest way to lose weight. Basically, the way that he said he was doing it was he would wake up at about 4:30 in the morning, eat a banana. He wouldn't eat anything until dinner time. And what he would eat for dinner is some chicken breast, broccoli, and rice. And for later, he would drink a protein shake. And he ate about 800 calories a day and burnt 5,000 calories a day. Now you're going to say that's insane. Well, I mean, yeah, you got to be insane to lose that much weight that quickly. But you know what? He was determined. He figured out how many calories you had to burn in order to lose a certain amount of weight, and he was trying to become a Navy SEAL. When you have a goal like that in your mind, that's really what it takes. Is you need to have that goal set, and you just need to push through whatever pain you have and go after it no matter what. Now, I'm no way saying that I'm a David Goggins. I'm definitely not going to be losing a pound a day. I'm not going to be burning 5,000 calories a day, but you know what? To see somebody like that, the thing that they went through for their motivation to get to their goal is truly inspiring. One of the things that David Goggins says is you need to actually enjoy being uncomfortable. And honestly, that is a good mentality to have for when things go sideways, because eventually you're going to be living very uncomfortably. And yeah, you may be able to find shelter, you may be able to find some food, some water, but in reality, you're not going to be comfortable. You're not going to have electricity that turns on like that. You're not going to have your cell phone that you can communicate with your loved ones immediately. When the grid goes down, there's going to be a lot of comforts that are no longer existent. So really, it boils down to getting uncomfortable now, going out and practicing, learning what your limits are, your skills are, and then when the time comes that something does happen or there's an emergency, not only are you ready, but you've already experienced the uncomfortability of it, and it'll make it seem a little less bad. It's the same principle of when you're practicing. They say, sweat in practice, bleed less in battle. And as far as the motivation and morale, you really need to pick out what you're motivated for. Why are you doing this? It might be for family, it might be for self-preservation, it might be just because you want to live. If those are your only factors, well, I mean, your family can obviously be a pretty good motivator, but you know, you got to have other goals, other aspirations, and essentially, you know, whether your motivation is going to be to lose weight or to, you know, apply for a job or something like that. To stay motivated, honestly, can get a little hard, but watching other people, seeing their successes really can build you up. I also know before I said I'm not competing with anybody but myself. That's still true. I feel as though that's important. You shouldn't compete with anybody other than yourself. Get better than the person you were yesterday. Obviously, there's healthy competition and unhealthy competition, but really, for me, I'm competing against the person I was yesterday. I look at my results and I say, am I doing better than yesterday? That's all that matters. Am I doing better than a week, a month ago? Yes, I am. Good. As long as I'm making progress, that's what truly matters. All right, that's all I have for today's video. I slathered some arthritis cream on my kneecaps because I'll tell you what, my dogs are barking. My knees, my ankles, my feet. I actually dislocated my ankle a couple of years ago, and I have a permanent injury from that. So you know what? It's one of those things where I'm just going to push through it. Like David Goggins says, at one point he had small fractures in his shins, and you know what he did to get through it while he was in Navy SEAL training? He grabbed duct tape, and he duct taped his shins, basically compression on his shins, and he just went through it. He went through Navy SEAL Hell Week 3 times. He was the only person that's ever done that. And if he can go through such awful pain and come out the side better for it, why can't anybody else?